enough when it comes to succeeding at your profession. Companies don't just want a good worker, they want a cultural fit, someone who will bring more to the table than just, I did this document and I did it fast. Doing good work is part of the equation, but it will get you only so far. Companies that have hired you already presume that you can do the work because you proved as much during your interview process. That's why you got the job in the first place. The expectations once you're in that desk chair are that you will not only do the job, but also embrace the company culture, create relationships across the organization that will help boost productivity, increase the bottom line, and help raise the profile of the company. But here's the catch. Your employer isn't going to tell you what you need to do to get ahead, and certainly not how to get ahead. Knowing how to do these extras means knowing the unwritten rules of getting ahead, rules that are passed down through families or alumni communities, or good old boy networks, but rarely through managers or HR reps. All of which is to say that if you don't have those connections, you might find yourself learning the hard way when you're let go, or when it's 5 years later and you haven't been promoted, or when you get passed over again for the big budget projects that continually go to your better connected colleagues. That's exactly what happened to me. A year into my first job out of grad school, I thought I was doing everything right. I got to the office on time, if not early, and stayed until 6. I said yes to every project that was floated my way and always met my deadlines. I'd been taught that the way to succeed in business was to put my nose to the grindstone and do good work. So you can imagine my surprise during my annual review when I was told that the feedback from others around the office was, "We don't really know Lauren." What do they mean they don't know me? I remember thinking. I arrive every day with a smile, I say good morning, I make the coffee when it's my turn. I thought I was supposed to come to the office, do my job well, and then go home because no one ever told me differently. None of my higher-ups had taken me under their wing and let me know I needed to sign up for the company 5K run or volunteer for the holiday party planning committee in order to get to know other employees. I wasn't clued in to the soft skills needed to get ahead, and now I had been branded apparently as unknowable. It's often said that women of color have to work twice as hard in their careers to get half as much, and this is true. But it's not necessarily that we have to work twice as hard on our actual work. Though, to be honest, if you are one of the few people of color in a workspace where layoffs are on the horizon, chances are you're going to be on the chopping block before others, unless you are killing it. So make sure everyone knows you are killing it. We have to work twice as hard to connect with the people around us, because the reality of the workplace, for better or worse, is that people invest their energy in employees who remind them of themselves. And in a world where everyone feels short on time, we often rely on surface-level attributes for those reminders. It's easy to spot someone who is a replica of you, someone who looks the same, or has the same style, or even comes from the same neighborhood or went to the same school. If you're a woman of color working in an environment where the majority of the employees look different from you, it can seem like you're starting 2 steps behind. Your employer is less likely to seek you out to share advice on how to get ahead at your company. You have to find a way to connect with people with whom you don't have an obvious commonalities. You have to dig deeper, and that takes real effort. At my first job, one popular after-hours team building activity was going to professional ice hockey games. I didn't raise my hand to go because I didn't care about ice hockey. I had colleagues who truly liked it, but they also wanted visibility and access. Later, I would watch these same employees, mostly white, pounce on opportunities I never got. Not because they were better at their jobs than I was, and not, I don't think, because they were white. It was never as overt as that. It was because at some point, someone had nurtured them and taught them the unspoken rules of the game, and they had taken the time to play that game. They had gotten to no decision.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.